Do people read the video descriptions on a YouTube video, or am I the only one? I had someone comment on my last video saying about my video prior to that one that how could there have been any engagement on your video if you turned the comments off? Which is something I answered in the video description itself. It just goes to show that these people that are leaving hate-fueled comments on me and trying to pick my videos for like minor flaws aren't even reading the context that's given in the video, or the evidence I'm presenting. They're just completely ignoring all evidence that goes against the narrative they want to hold. It's kind of like those people that when they open up a book, they ignore the introduction and they completely ignore the epilogue of the book, which contains important context to the media that you are about to be consuming. So it really doesn't make sense to me. It's like, why are you like not first reading what it is I have to say and just like responding off of a hate-fueled emotion? I turned the comments off to that one video because most of them weren't adding anything to the discussion. It was just personally attacking me, which doesn't prove me wrong. It's just people that are filled with hate trying to troll me, essentially. So I didn't view the comments anyway. They're hidden. YouTube's algorithm is hiding most of the comments that come into me because they are seen as harassment from the auto moderator, which I find really interesting because what you're saying to me, even YouTube doesn't think is adding anything to the discussion. So I turned off the comments because they weren't constructive. I mean, if you want something like constructive to say to me and you do so in a polite manner, I have no problem with that. But if you're just going to sit there and personally attack me instead of attacking the argument I gave you, then there's no point for me to waste that time reading through all of those comments. And most people were saying the same shit in different words. It was all the same shit, different asshole. So there's no point to even keep them on if all of them are going to be the same shit. Anyway, so I talked a little bit in my last video how I'm currently enrolled in full-time school, working towards my master's degree. And, it's been a lot of work. I don't really have much time for entertainment lately. So I've been thinking, I need something to do other than study, like especially on the weekends and the end of my days. Because at the end of my day, after I've spent all day studying, there's still about 2 to 3 hours I have left with nothing to do. And I don't want to sit there and watch American Dad for 3 hours, right? That gets boring and repetitive very quickly. So I've been thinking, and to segue into that, I'll talk about a condition I have. I have levoscoliosis in my neck right here, which means my spine and my neck is like curved and like it's like an eighth of a centimeter curved in a C shape. Which basically means my neck is always in pain and it doesn't sit on my shoulders properly. So my physical therapist told me that I should go get massages at a massage parlor since I have, a whole lifetime's worth of physical training knowledge. I've been to school to learn about physical exercise before, and I climbed a mountain when I was a child, which required me having a personal trainer who taught me how to exercise my body for several years at a time. So I know what I'm doing in the gym. I know weightlifting like a second nature at this point. So I took my physical therapist's advice, and I've been going to this massage parlor filled with these cute tiny Asian ladies that speak hardly a lick of English, but have like the strength of a titan within that tiny frame. And they've been giving me some of the best massages I've ever had in my life, which has been relieving a lot of the tension in my neck. So after I get my massage, and I pay for it tomorrow, because you pay per appointment. Once you walk through the door, you get paid. They don't charge you ahead of time. I'm going to purchase a sound editing software where I'm going to continue to post music. It's all like third-rate music. It's nothing impressive. It's done with a $15 sound editing software. So don't expect me to like be pulling out Mozart here. But I plan on just having fun, just in my spare time in the hours of the night when I have nothing to do. I'm going to be I'm going to try to create like songs on a weekly basis and try to like really put some time into it. If I can create a song a day, I'll do that. But the goal is just to create one song a week and to spend my time writing and composing it in my off hours. So look for some new music coming to this channel in the very near future. I'll also post some of my older songs that I did when I was like drinking heavily every single day and really wasn't doing anything with my life. I'll post some of those too because some of them are kind of funny, even if they are just like really third rate. And you know, it's all for fun. I'm not trying to make a music career. I just want to make some people smile and laugh, or maybe stir some emotions in some people and make them think. So be on the lookout for new music.